Okay, so I'm coming back from a test drive. The steering wheel, the actual steering wheel, 4 bolts were missing, so I put security Torx, so it became a little more tight. And I also was trying to center it as much as I can. The center bolt here, if you remove it, there will be 2 notches, as you can see. Sign here, sign there. But the problem is, on the older cars like this one, the actual shaft, the splines, they didn't have the cutout, so you don't know where center is. So I assumed the center would be more or less here, because it's to be done scientifically, but that takes time. Transmission sleeps badly. I added some fluid, stop slip. When it heated up, it's actually decent. So right now, as you can see, the steering wheel is more or less straight. That does not cancel wheel alignment, but it is much better. I'm thinking maybe, just maybe, I'm gonna tighten up the steering box just a little more. Maybe it's so worn out that it needs just that like maximum tightness, the maximum I can get it to be. But so far, this is acceptable. I can drive with my hand like this, and again, you know, like I said, if you want to do this scientifically, I just took the airbag out, moved the steering wheel completely, and so I can get the steering wheel to be more or less straight, facing straight, because it was always sideways. So, but I would say with this current wheel alignment, this is basically where it is. This is where it has to be centered. That's how centered it has to be, and that's about it. The next thing what I'm gonna do is, because the speedometer is still off, what I'm gonna try to do, I'm going to try to manipulate the actual needle, and I'm gonna try to move the needle a little bit off the center point, so we can be somewhat close enough, like as a compromise between large tires and original brains of the speedometer, because speedometer thinks you have small tires, and that's why the readout is off. But I'm leaving the steering wheel like, you know, like that. So scientifically, to do this, the steering gear, the pitman arm has to be lined up extremely straight, and then once you have that like super straight with the dials and everything, then you line up your steering wheel. But this is the best I can do. It's actually not too bad, to be honest with you. This is actually livable. All right, next thing is gonna be the cluster. I'm gonna pull the bulbs out, because those bulbs, that's future repairs needed. And I'm gonna try, just to try, because this is already good. The slack's supposed to be in the steering. It has to be. If it's not, then it's not really good. If I'm gonna remove the slack completely, there is a chance of damaging steering gear. So I'm gonna try to turn it like just a little more, just to get maybe less slack, just a little less, and hopefully that will also improve this further.